Hello, my name is Balvinder Singh Powar. I'm an IE professor, mentor, and academic director. And I'm really honored to be able to share my story for it to help others. I want to go back in time when I was a teenager. I was quite a depressive teenager, as well as being an identical twin. My depression came because partly my parents had different ways to express their love. You talk about love language. So I needed words, I needed touch, but for them it was all about looking after us materially, giving us a good house, giving us food, giving us shelter, giving us opportunities. I was very sensitive, and it got to a point where actually at the age of 19 I tried to kill myself. Now, when I woke up in the hospital, I realized, wow, what's going on? And I realized I have to look at life a little bit differently. Now, suicide is a very big topic. We don't have to go all the way to that point, but what we're talking about is mental health. And mental health is a very lonely place. The only way we can make it not lonely if we have the resilience and the courage to share. Now, that's not about being weak. It's actually about being authentic. I've lived a very good life. But unfortunately, parallel to that, things didn't work out the same for my twin brother. He didn't leave home, he didn't study, he wasn't doing very much, and things actually got to a head 5 years ago where he did take his life. So that was a big turning point for me, and actually a terrible moment. So when something like that happens, I see it as a make or break. You either go up or you go down, but there's no indifference to it. And I'm talking about a very dramatic thing, but I would say everything that's big for you is big, and you have to honor that and take it seriously. If you're suffering in any way, try to be able to speak about it to get help. Everybody deals with suffering and grief differently. We cannot judge. Some people will cry, some people will have physical pain, some people will ask for help, some people will be silent. We have to respect that. And unfortunately, we're all going to suffer loss at some point, whether you're young or old. Mine was complicated, identical twin suicide. But there are few things that can help all of us when we're going through a tough moment. I had the will to go forward for me and also my family. When somebody takes their life, they feel they don't have alternatives. So what do they need? They need to speak about it, and we need to give them alternatives. In my case, I scoured the world for therapies, and I used many different therapies, including alternate ancient therapies, and they helped me. As long as you do things in a supportive and a healthy way, nothing is wrong. Also, the support, as I mentioned before. I actually found a group of lone twins. I found 2 groups that support twins who'd lost their twins. And for me, that was an incredible resource because it's a very specific conversation, and I was with people who'd been through the same process. There was an instant bond. Some of the things that I've learned in this journey, I apply in my role as a professor, as a trainer, and it's helped me to look forward. But the timing is unique to each one. So when you're going through something that's very hard for you, you are not alone. I would prefer that what happened to me didn't happen, but there's so many things that have come my way which I would say are a gift. My openness to other ways of treating illness, my connection to people I would never have met, and I would say in my role as a professor, my deep connection with my students when we talk about the big stuff. We have to enjoy ourselves, we have to be silly sometimes, but why not create that psychological safety when we can talk about the big things? There's nothing more important than education and health. And what we're doing here is bringing both these things together. Whatever happened to me, I could get into my role as a speaker, I could put it into a box. So actually, a week after my tragic loss of my identical twin, I was speaking to 300 students. So I could actually put it into the box because I needed something to hold on to. So my message is, whoever you are, find something to hold on to. Maybe the three big things in life are family, health, and work. I had work that was very important to me. It was my space to deal with what I was going through. So for anybody and everybody, it's universal. When you're having good times, it affects everybody. When you're having bad times, it affects everyone too. Remember, you are never alone. You have yourself. Respect yourself, honor yourself, love yourself. That's the first thing in leadership, knowing yourself, having self-confidence. Be open to the people around you. If you give them a chance, many people are there for you. And when I mention the word family, I mean close friends, colleagues, your whole ecosystem. Then be open to alternatives. Anything you do in a healthy way is okay. Don't feel guilty about anything, but do it in a safe way with good criteria. Everything we go through is a learning. And what I've also learned in my process, life is energy, and energy is infinite. So take that chance. We can all be grateful for something, to keep on going for you and doing good things for others.